Listen up, ladies. And yes, that does include you 20 and 30-year-olds. If you want to change your skin at the cellular level, as we age, we aren't producing enough ATP for our cells to function. Our cellular turnover slows down, our capacity to heal slows down, our skin just doesn't look as plump and juicy as it used to. But if we increase our ATP, we can create collagen and elastin, regardless of your age, whether you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s. You have to start and you have to do the work, because it's not going to happen overnight. Don't worry. There are a lot of things that we can do to improve the health of our skin. And one of those things is microcurrent. So get out your microcurrent device and follow along with me. Maybe you can't get into the spa to receive your microcurrent treatment. Get your own at-home device. Microcurrent works best when used consistently. Whether it's in spa or at home, keeping up with your microcurrent sessions will change your skin. We're going to talk a little bit about how to use it. If you don't have your own microcurrent at-home unit, you can purchase one through me. You can check out my online store by visiting my website. The link is in my bio. I'll also include the website in the comments below. Today I'll be using the Neurotris Toner. Before any microcurrent session, you want to prep your skin properly. Yes, you can use your microcurrent device with serums. You can layer as many serums as you want, but I recommend waiting for each serum to absorb before you apply the next, just to make sure you allow the serums to absorb. If you're using conductivity gloves, you're going to need to moisten your gloves and then spray them and your skin with an electrolyte spray. I recommend using a combination of salts with distilled water, and I don't recommend tap water. There's a bit of a debate about whether or not oils can work. I have found in my personal experience that jojoba oil does offer some conductivity, but I still prefer to use electrolytes for the best conductivity. I'm going to be using conductivity gloves with my PicoWave, and I'm using gloves as well. One of the things I love about the Neurotris PicoWave is that it's battery operated and it's so small and compact. I mean, look at this. I can take this anywhere, and I literally do take it with me everywhere that I go because I love to do microcurrent regularly. I like to stay consistent with it because that's how you see results. But don't let this size fool you. This is so effective, and there's so many uses for microcurrent. I mean, you can, not just your face. You can do microcurrent on your body as well, and I'll show you some videos down the road with using your microcurrent device on your body. I have one on each arm, and it's so simple to use this. It's literally just pushing. So with this unit here, there are two settings. There's P1 and P2. P1 really tones the muscles, and P2 is for collagen and elastin. But both work really well at plumping your skin. One thing that is really important to understand about microcurrent is the skin can respond to a whisper. You don't need to have your setting so high that your face is twitching. Really, if you don't feel anything, it's still working. It's a big misconception that you need to have the current so high. Okay, so you have prepped your skin, you've moistened your gloves, you've turned on your unit. I like to also spray my gloves just before I start. I like to keep my spray close by so I can keep my face misted with the electrolyte spray so that I always have the best conductivity. You can easily keep a bowl of water beside you with some salts in it and just dip your fingertips inside the water to keep the conductivity going. That also works for you. You're going to find on the internet so many different ways to use your unit and so many different protocols. I highly recommend you getting yourself a poster or print out a picture of the face with the muscles so that you can see the direction of the muscles and where they are in your face. Because a lot of protocols that I see on the internet, some of them don't make any sense to me whatsoever because they're showing the probes passing over many different muscles, and some of them are by companies. I am always looking for protocols and I am always researching microcurrent, trying to stay current with my knowledge when it comes to microcurrent. And there's some basics that you really have to understand about microcurrent. There are really only two muscles we want to relax on the face. What I've learned over the years is very simple and basic and very straightforward. When you are separating the probes, or in this case my fingertips, I'm relaxing. And I want to relax this area. And I also want to relax here. The frontalis and the procerus are the only areas in the face where you want to relax. When you are pushing your probes together, you're toning. So bringing your probes or your fingers together will tone. Pulling them away from each other will relax. When you're relaxing, you want to hold the move a little longer and you want to use a little bit more pressure. We want to take about 10 to 20 seconds and then lift. And then start again. And lift. And we would go right across the entire forehead. When you're using the gloves, you can cover a lot of area with these gloves, but the current isn't going, it's all over your gloves. This is more of a concentrated stretch because everything, all the current is at the tips and not over the whole hand. Try to spend a minimum of 10 seconds per stretch and then lift your fingers off. Another common mistake I see is this, never lifting their fingers off of their skin. What are you doing? Take your time, go a little deep, go nice and slow, hold, and then lift your fingers off. And for the eyes, I like to follow the eyebrow and come together and just hold. Lift your fingers off and come together and hold. It really helps if you know where the muscles are. Another common mistake I see is people neglecting their neck. Before you begin working on your face, I highly recommend you work on your neck. The neck is an area that we often neglect, and I'm not just concerned about the wrinkles that you may or may not be getting on your neck. I like to start on my neck with every microcurrent session that I do. The platysma is here, and it's a really large muscle. Taking the time to work on your neck is really important because this muscle can pull your face down, and eventually you can get hooded eyes from that. I'm not interested in getting hooded eyes. And just starting, I would begin right, so this area in the middle of my fingers, I don't want to touch. So I would just start here and work my way up and down. And that's the first one. The first, start here, separate, and hold it. And then you do that for 10 to 20 seconds. I hope this demonstration helped you understand a little bit more about microcurrent and was able to answer some questions that you may have had about microcurrent. And I hope you tune back in to my channel to watch some more demos.